Hello, folks. This is a very interesting story. I was running a music institution called Indian Institute of Music and Arts. Primarily, it was to encourage all youngsters to learn music and dance, the classical music and dance. So I used to conduct competitions for various age groups and various categories. And actually, I was awarding prizes to everyone. And I'll give one different categories, I'll name it, so that the children are really enthused to learn more. And about 25 years back, uh, I was actually sitting in the registration desk with a couple of my friends, and the entries are all closed. And generally, my competitions were very highly respected because I got very, very highly qualified professionals, performing musicians from Chennai, which is the mecca of South Indian music, to come and judge the competitions. And registrations are over, and I was about to close the door and go in. And here comes a man in TVS 50 with 3 children in that. And he's rushing and asking me, ma'am, I'm sorry, I couldn't get a bus and I had to bring all these children by my bike and I'm late and I don't have the wherewithal to pay for the admission fees for the 3 children, but can I still register? I said, no point, no problems at all. Please come. Because here the institution is meant to encourage youngsters and it doesn't really matter that you don't have the money, come. And there was this little girl, 14 years. And we were all shocked. She brought a mridangam, which at that age she couldn't even carry. But her father was not helping her carry it. He was encouraging her. He said, you carry it. You are playing the instrument, you carry it. I was really dumbfounded by the way that father was empowering this girl. And she came, and the judges were 2 maestros of South Indian music. One was Padma Bhushan T.V. Gopalakrishnan, who is a master of all rhythm instruments. And another person was one Raghu, which we call HMV Raghu, who learnt music under G.N. Balasubramaniam. And M.S. Subbulakshmi will not sing for a recording if Raghu was not sitting and recording it. And I was actually, since I did my audio engineering from Film Institute, I had worked under him as a recording engineer. So when this girl played, both these maestros, initially they were trying to put talam, they were looking at her. And after about 5 minutes of her playing, they stopped everything and they were just watching her. They were just watching her. And it was like, they were really dumbfounded. They said, my God, this girl, there is actually Saraswati in her fingers. So after we awarded her obviously the first prize, all the 3 of us decided that we will, because her father, we went and spoke to her father. And her father did not have the wherewithals to educate her, or actually there are 5 siblings. So we said, don't worry, we will support her. And we all decided to pull in and take charge of her education, especially Mridangam. And after seeing that, and she learnt in the Gurukula Vasam with him, with Dr. T.V. Gopalakrishnan. And after some time, he taught all her siblings also. And now, her 2 brothers are very leading, good event managers. Her one sister is a very talented singer. Another sister is a very talented violinist. And this girl is a very well-known mridangist. So, over to Lakshmi.
You know, it's a very interesting thing. A girl 25 years back wants to do something, perfect. Then there's a dad who actually takes the effort to drop her. And there is somebody who says, okay, come in free, it's okay. You know how it's wonderful how people, when they want to do things, they can do things. And when they do things, it impacts a life. Lakshmi, Mridangam first, we'll talk later.
Sure. Can I have the other mic too? My instrument.
Any more? Wonderful. You know, it's been ages, years since I heard somebody play this. And ma'am, it was nice watching you. I mean, you belong to our generation where, you know, we used to see all this before and actually hear people playing. And I know you're enjoying it. So it was, thank you very much. I think it's beautiful. Yes, Lakshmi, let's talk to you.
Thank you.
Okay, I want somebody from the audience to come and ask her questions. Come. Anybody? You want to ask her questions? Come. Wow, I want to start in the making. What do you want to ask us, sweetheart? Come here. Okay, we got an 8-year-old interviewing. Lakshmi, you got to get up. You'll have an 8-year-old asking you. God, I would be.
When did you start playing drums?
When I was 11 years old. Okay.
How could you play so fast?
It's of practice, out of practice. Dedication.
Who taught you?
First, I started learning from my father, and then from TV Gopalakrishnan, who's in Chennai.
Oh, you played very nice.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I
It was a beautiful sight. I didn't expect this. Lakshmi, tell me your story. How, what, where you? It's brilliant, trust me. And the acoustics were wrong. And it's all bad acoustics, mind you. Okay? The mics are all over the place. And God help all of us. But wow.
Thank you.
Yes. Why did you try to learn? Why do you learn this anyway?
When I was 11 years old, like any other Indian child, especially the South Indian child, we are always exposed to South Indian forms of arts like dance, music, playing veena, learning tabla, amrutangam. So we are five of us and we have been taught Carnatic vocal. Five of us learnt it. And then later, three of us, we three sisters started learning Bharatanatyam. Then two brothers started learning Mridangam. I used to take them to the Mridangam class. So I always felt like learning something uh, which is not learned by a girl or a, you know, like I always had that longing to be noticed. Oh, women is playing Mridangam. I don't want to be in a group of talented dancers or female musicians. So when I told my father that I want to learn Mridangam, he said, fees is okay, ma, will you be able to learn? Because it's a heavy instrument and your fingers may get hurt. I used to bleed earlier when I started learning. So it's all because of my parents. I have never seen them going for cinema. I have never seen them going for parties or any sort of recreation for themselves. Even my father gave up his promotions because he has to give up too much of time of hours to the profession. So he restricted himself to a particular position. Every week was like scheduled by my parents. Like Monday we have to take her to the Mridangam class. Wednesday my sister has to be taken to the vocal class. And Saturday my brother has to be taken to a flute class. So this is how my parents used to plan no, our week classes. And then one fine day we happened to participate in Lochana Auntie's competition. That is the silver lining, I would say, in my life. Without her support, I wouldn't have been gone to reaching this level. I have won national level gold medalist in the year 2009, the first female. So proud, I know what to say. Out of 16 states, I was the only female and I scored first place. And then my sister, she's a gold medalist in music from Madras University. And my brothers are also well versed in music. And it's all the credit goes to my parents. Like they were never forced upon us. Earlier it was like you have to learn dance, but we started choosing our own liking towards different forms of art. My brother wanted to learn tabla, so my father said, okay. It is the parents' duty. I feel at times, you don't have to force them. You just need to give an exposure to them. These are all the things which you can explore and excel in it. So that's how my parents. It's all because of our parents and Lochana Auntie. I would never forget her in my life. Thank you, Lochana Auntie. Thank you, sir.
Wow. Thanks, Lakshmi. Thanks a lot.
Thanks to you.